Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're having people shanking people. My name is Justin, aka Cyberwaste, and we are watching an ESEA matchup between Dark-Sided and Masterminds Gaming Club.
Hey,
There's a
I'm gonna
bit of
cast
a...
with you, because why not? We're in a bit of a state of emergency. Anyway, we're casting ECA, MDL League, we're live. You're watching.
Yes, indeed, and we've just been wrangled into this so hard, I don't even have a Counter-Strike open to observe at the moment,
You
so...
wanna know something great? Our graphics won't work today because, let's just say the internet went down and it apparently spooked my IP address, so I can't access graphics.
Oh, so Australian internet is doing its normal thing.
So we got a vanilla stream without any graphics.
You're fun with vanilla and no choc chip.
Yeah.
Sorry, our machine's broke.
Machine broke. You know, we've got a technical difficulties, seeing if we need to bring it up. Anyway, as I say, we're pushing in 2A. Everyone's in. It's looking like Dark-Sided have this round. We pissed around. Cosmos gets taken down by Hazard. It's now a 1v5. It's looking bad. But Skull Duck Hunter, he's going in. Taken down by Sterling. And that is going to be 0-1. First round. You want to know something even greater? Cyberwaste? I can't hear you.
Oh, really? Oh, no.
Yeah. And apparently you have to go to HLTV to get it.
Oh, there's no drone. Only on the ESEAs.
Okay, I can hear you again.
You were no longer alone. I have come to save the party.
Thank goodness, because I need to go and fix this mess. It's 0-2 in favor of Dark-Sided here.
Cool bananas. Yeah, very much so, with 3 staying alive, and 1 with a Galil, 1 with an AK, and 1 with an I'm playing on the delayed stream for the moment, so I'll probably be way out of sync until about 30 seconds from now.
Okay, and I still have 0 connection to the internet, so I'm not even sure if we're streaming this.
I'll know.
Yeah.
I'll let you know if we all go down.
Oh, yeah.
Australian internet is being extremely Australian. We will, I apologize on behalf of my Mr. Producer Man.
I don't think we need to. I don't think anybody needs to apologize today. I think we need to apologize to HLTV for misscheduling the time, because it said on the 8 o'clock.
Yes.
And it's 7. Anyway, they're coming in now for a push. Jara takes down Nighthawk, and Hazard takes down Skull Hunter and Jinx.
And I'm still getting used to a new microphone. That sounds a lot better compared to
I actually had to turn down your mic because it was so loud. That was louder than CSGO. What's sort of interesting
yeah,
in the end,
you must have had the old settings up. Maybe.
Yeah.
You haven't changed them. Yeah, new
It
microphone.
is 0-3 though, so in favor of Dark-Sided.
Indeed, and now we are moving into the first rifle round. And while we do have the time to do so, I will briefly run down your lineups. We have, on the side of Masterminds, we have Nighthawk, Jinx, Cosmo, Skull Hunter. That is fun to say. And is it Distracted?
Yep.
And then on Dark-Sided we have
Go on.
As a elusive Sterling, watch out for him, and Jara.
Are you in the GoTV, or are you watching?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I'm in the GoTV at the moment.
Okay, it's telling me something else, but alright.
Currently at even footing, Sterling and Skull Hunter have been taken out of the fray. Jinx is definitely feeling the numbers and Strax is there to lend a hand. It is a 2 versus 4. Now a 1 versus 4 with the bomb down at top mid, and Jara has it all to do, my dudes and ladies. Now, what do you really do in this situation? You have a minute left. You are the only man left standing. More than likely, you will be able to buy, but it will be very scattered, especially after the bonuses go in.
I think in
On
this situation, you need to play a really slow push. Maybe you can pick up the bomb and go to B. However, Nighthawk's watching that, so you know.
Nighthawk's watching it, well,
Yeah.
like a hawk, I guess.
He's just. Oh no, he stays away, but he's still there. Or he's getting a bit too close to comfort, and there he goes.
Nope. He tried to be real sneaky, but Nighthawk was having none of it. And that is a round on the board for Mastermind. They will have to go through, it looks like at least 2 more to get into an even footing and put it at 3 apiece.
Indeed. So we're rolling out now. 3 of CT is going to B and 2 is going to A. These are just setting up to go.
Yeah, it's going to be a real tell whether they do real aggression from the outset or mix it up a little bit. Maybe play a little bit slow and try to weed out really stern stomach defenders. Especially the ones in the dark. You see through the extra... Ow! Zerg just ruined Goa's day right through the smoke. That's put Darksided on the back foot really early on.
Sorry if I'm not talking, I'm trying to fix our last minute issues.
The dramas where we are trying to put a decent stream together with Bubblegum and String, and I think we've done a decent job.
And 30 seconds as well. So.
Alright, top mid. Straxy just looking through and taking out Jara. Good night, Irene.
I really find it hard for people to like scope in that small area. And as I said, that Hazard takes down Jinx, takes down Elusive, Hazard takes down Jinx as well. 2v2 now.
2 versus 2, the bomb is down and that is planted for the pit position, so Hazard is in a really strong spot, and if he plays his utility correctly, it could really make it really difficult for them to get into sight, and Sterling has got the perfect eye on Diggity here. Ooh, but Nighthawk gets the upper hand over Hazard, as well as Sterling. Nighthawk with a 2-man clutch, and he will get the defuse off without the kit. So that was really impressive from Nighthawk. Good stuff, my dude. That is a second round of the board for Masterminds, and that is the AWP carried over, which will be a very powerful asset moving forward. The CTs and AWPs, especially on Inferno with strong positions like Card, Look Down, Banana, and also top mid and even the pit and library. So it's going to be a very valuable asset to try to basically protect at all costs. I love Goa's buy too. I love the fact that he just bought the jewelries.
Yeah.
Seriously want to see what he does with them. I'm not expecting much, but I want to be amazed. I want to be amazed so badly. Looks like they are planning to maybe move a couple out apartments and just get right in the face of Masterminds. He's been lovingly dubbed the Lemming strat.
Here we go.
And here
One
we
down.
go.
2 down. Hazard though. He stops the...
strong arming them.
Yeah.
And Jara as well. Really proving the effectiveness of CZs. That is a 3 versus 2 for Darksided, and it could leave Masterminds with egg on their face.
The
Lemmings
Lemmings,
pick it up.
the Lemmings drop on Inferno is a real problem. So many teams are falling for it. just, yeah.
Hazard in a really strong position too.
And as we say that, Hazard takes down Cosmos, Starch, and Nighthawk, was it?
I believe that was Nighthawk, and he got told good night. And Sterling and Hazard being an a brutal pair of units. That is a 8, 1 and 2 for Sterling, and a 9, 1 and 3 for Hazard. So, definitely doing the heavy lifting on the side of Darksided, and that's pulled Masterminds into really dire straits. They have basically 3-digit amounts for their economy. Ow! Skull Hunter! Living up to the name, taking out elusive, but Goa takes strikes out of the equation.
I think
Even footing, but the advantage is in favor of Darksided in terms of weaponry.
now it is a 1v4, now it is a 0v4. There was nothing really that Masterminds could do there.
It was definitely an attempt, I'll tell you that much, but with that, Masterminds will definitely have to cop one on the chin, and maybe 2. Just legging it down mid. Just throwing sides of the wall and seeing what sticks. I'll call that the case method. No
It was
dice.
worth a try, but you know, no tamales for
They got
Masterminds.
close.
Yeah.
With Goa being on 1 HP and Hazard on 3, so
But I think
it could have really tipped.
they're gonna have to force buy this round.
That's what they're going to do. And good lord, there is someone hooning directly to my right. Bloody idiots. 6-2 in favor of Darksided. And I think Masterminds have sort of hit the if we don't step up now, we might be left in the dust. Skullhammer and Jinx have taken 2 out, but 2 have been taken out in turn. But
That's a nice strategy.
3 versus 3.
But now
Strikes
we're
from the bomb carrier. That's huge. And if he calls that out to his teammates, that could be a real pain in the neck.
3v2, they're gonna try and re-enter, but actually it's
Goa's
working.
Goa's definitely even the odds, and Sterling is definitely a very powerful flank out of the equation.
Nighthawk
And
was on.
that is the end of that.
Yeah. I think if he just concentrated on killing Sterling, he would have had a lot more time to finish off Goa, the fuse.
Yeah, he got tunnel vision as soon as he saw the second body peek out from the double stack on the side. So anything would have been possible, but sadly it was not to be. And just power pistols on the side of Masterminds now, and this potential 8th round Darksided now firing any shenanigans. Nighthawk just legging it. Oh, Cosmos really making a statement. Sterling's got enough of it though. And take it out to Skull Hunter will get a skull of his own onto Elusive and pick up the AK, which could be very valuable. Well, maybe not now. He's been silenced by Hazard. Now they're going to move on to the B side with only Strakes in the fray on the B side to really stop them.
Uh-oh. It was close, but Sterling was there, so he couldn't do anything.
Sterling far too aware, and I think with Jinx and the AK, knowing that it was dropped, the first instinct would be to hold on to that for dear life, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's moving towards the pit position. Our Darkseid are going to try hunting. It doesn't look like they're going to. They're going to retreat as well with their weaponry and kits and things like that.
Oh, what is Sterling just for a second was gonna go back up. He is too. Or not. No, he's just trying.
Maybe trying to pick up a dropped weapon or a piece of utility. Maybe a drop power pistol or something like that. I could pump him. I could actually out my producer right now because I can hear him eating. I just did. Whoops. That is an 8th round for Darksider. It's a full buy now. Nighthawk showing no fear. Stepping in a Molotov at top 9, but taking a lot of damage for it. So is Skull Hunter at the hands of Gyro. And that's the end of that. So, nothing going the way of Masterminds just yet. Goa rips Nighthawk's face clean off its bridges. Now Cosmo's the lone defender on B. And now I think Masterminds will start to scramble and try to figure out what the hell they're going to do to defend correctly. And especially with this much time, Darksided have all the time in the world in the grand scheme. Quickly and commandingly, like look at their economy. Like 3 of them or 4 of them are over 10k. Java's on 15,000 after a buy, so they'll be stacked up, I think, until the end of the half. And now it's a 1 versus 3 for Cosmo, and he is having no part of it. He's all the way on the B side. Doesn't look like he is going to move at all. And good lord.
I think if Masterminds want to come back, they really need to pull something out of the hat here.
Oh yeah, well, especially even with Inferno and its changes, I still view this as a T-sided map, maybe a 9-6 in favor of the CTs, but getting 9 on the T side of Inferno, it's, and especially in this type of fashion, like over the last few rounds, we've had like 3 alive, 2 alive, and the entire team surviving. No, this is there's egos amongst it, but still, it's a real wall for Masterminds to get over now, especially with the economy being so bolstered for Darksided, and Mastermind just basically scrambling to figure out what to do next.
And
you can tell with the distribution of utility and weapons. You have Clarion and full utility on Nighthawk. You do have an AWP in play on Straight, but 3 M4s, no utility on Skull. And Strake's and the AWP has been taken out of commission early. And Nighthawk goes down at the hands of Sterling, leaving only 1 defender on B once again.
the moment you mention AWP, it gets taken down.
I'm a caster's curse, man. I swear to God. Every time I mention a weapon, it gets taken out of the equation. Go hanging on for dear life, though. He's currently on 4 HP, maybe either being sent to be a mid shield or be at the back to hold off any rotations. Ooh, I'm loving this player from Elusive right now, holding both the even though he did give his life up, I think that's a beautiful play because it's keeping both Jinx and Skull Hunter in place.
And that's what we're saying, that Hazard's leading in to
and Cosmo steadying the ship somewhat, taking out 2, and now all it is go on 4 HP and Sterling at full health. That's the smoke to play with, though.
However, I think the T's are too slow, and now the CTs have arrived, and it's just Sterling. Sterling, though,
Sterling's a crack shot, though, and he's very much demonstrating that. So now it is a 1 versus 1. A duel of the fates. But he does have to hurry his hustle. Because there's only 14 seconds left, and he has to put the bomb down very soon.
Put it down! Oh, no. He's just gonna waste time. Oh!
Time! Just gets the bomb down. Just for pride's sake, I guess.
Well, at least that's 200.
Although it's a round win for Masterminds, their round loss bonuses stop now. It'll be at the minimal if they lose another one, and they only survive with 1 alive. So either they force buy back into it. That's exactly what they're going to do. They have to start a string, and maybe this will be the time to do it. An unlikely potato. They picked the 10 biddies. Thank you kindly.
He's one about. He helped us a lot. Huge kudos. Anyway,
It's like GLaDOS in Portal 2, a useful potato. Another Valve reference. Pay me, please.
Jara, he's doing some practice on chickens right here. He, like, killed a chicken. Cruel.
Would it be a bad time for me to mention I had chicken burgers before?
Okay. We've got some talking to do after this cast, alright?
My apologies. No, I'm not sorry at all. But it's definitely going to be go time for Masterminds to try and string something together, even with such a broken buy as this. They're already running low on utility. Only 2 smokes left to defend, and flashbangs are basically all that they have between them and the bunch of angry, rowdy terrorists that are going to be enveloping onto one of these sides. And Jara will take out strikes in quick order.
It looks like they're just playing for frags here. They don't want to put the bomb down. However,
I mean,
just as I say that, Sterling's picked up the bomb. And he's
if
heading
they're
to
gonna keep being sharpshooters, there's no reason not to. And now one
I hope does get a frag.
only
But
getting a trade. 10 rounds for Darksided. And Masterminds will definitely have to cop this one on the chin. Because they cannot buy into this. Even with power pistols, it's not going to be likely.
look, you never know. Masterminds might be just stronger T than CT, so you could see a huge comeback after.
It's very possible. Mind you, anything is possible. Masterminds did finish their first Corva Day last night and beat the Chiefs. It's over their cap.
Skull Hunter, that's a really nice spot to stand. He got a nice frag there. Like was
Yeah.
the way. And
They're going to be able to salvage a weapon though. The bomb side's been completely given up. Skull Hunter preventing the bomb going down. That is huge, actually. If Skull Hunter can keep his wits about him and try to split this into a pair of 1 versus 1s, this is possible. Especially, well, maybe not with the weapon that he's got, because he's only got the stock CT pistol. But he will be picking up that AK.
very
All it takes is
questionable.
one. Sterling
He's
has
about to meet
no
head-to-head with
idea.
Sterling. He takes him down.
Ow.
1 shot. However, Hazza, he finishes off 3. Final round of the half.
That was a huge effort from Skull Hunter. And I almost wanted that to be possible. Almost wanted that to happen. Because it would have been such an AU round to win too. It doesn't just wipe out an entirely full court team.
Exactly.
Now the last round of the half, and Masterminds have bought anything that they could. We have an MP7, 2 for Masters, and 2 M4s. Cosmo leaving everyone starstruck, taking 2 out at the top of Nana, and Darksided into second guessing early.
Lucy takes down Nighthawk. Nice headshot.
He's hitting Hazard though, and the bomb stranded at in Banana, and it is only a 4 versus 2. So, although they do have the utility advantage, and oh man, Cosmo got tunnel vision, that's for sure. The bomb will go down, but backup will definitely be coming very soon.
That could be However, Jara, he's going to get, takes 1. However, the last one's still alive. He's on really low health though, so he could just get touched.
Reload drop, and he could easily be double picked. And that is the end of that. And that will be a defuse bomb and a 4th round on the board for Masterminds. So at the change, it is going to be Darksided 11, Masterminds 4.
Yeah. And that is half time. Like, we are going straight back.
hype train seems to never stop. So if you're Masterminds, do you really have a lot of faith in your T side and think, hey, we could have a decent go with this?
I'm questioning everything right now.
What is the meaning of life?
Yeah. And we're into the second half. One and
These
only.
teams are not wanting to waste time, I'll tell you that.
Also, I'm pretty sure this is the final week till the playoffs, so this might be qualifier. Fine.
That could be very pivotal. I should
Playoff.
double check the ladder. Remember
haven't
ESEA
had time.
posting stuff there.
Anyway.
Essentially just a flat out duel, and in amongst that a flurry of frags, shrinking it to a 2 versus 2, and Goa is essentially a dead man walking.
Is it Gala or Jara?
No, Goa is on 4 HP, and Gyra will take the head off of Star Child, Cosmo Star Child. Sounds like a David Bowie record. No, 1 versus 1, and Goa is barely breathing. And now he is not breathing, and that is a pistol round for Masterminds, and the bomb did not go down, so no money for them. It'll be curious to see what they buy to sort of bolster their economy for the rounds ahead. We have 2 Mac-10s, an two Mac-10s, an MP7, a UMP, and an AK. And pretty well stocked on utility. Also, I think the main screen is still up.
Oh, that's great to hear.
Not all going through formalities essentially to get more money for himself.
Was
The
that
Skull
an
Hunter and
attempt of a Zeus? I heard a Zeus.
I didn't even notice a Zeus was bought. There must have been an attempt.
Oh.
Good on you, my dude, to try to get him to ride the lightning, but it's not to be
Sterling.
another-
I'm pretty sure Nighthawk noticed him, but he just didn't want to frack him.
Pity. Just
Yeah.
felt bad for him.
No,
I
he
guess.
literally looked at him and then just kept on jumping away, and then Cosmos came along and finished him off.
Maybe it was a courtesy thing. He just said to him, "Yeah, you can have this one. It's fine, mate. It's fine." And Darksided looking to not even close to invest. Oh, I see Gyro bought a Zeus, so maybe he might be trying to get a juicy zap onto someone.
Zeus cam, here we go.
Keep your eye on him. We could be in for a. I'm not even gonna finish that sentence. I feel too bad for myself.
Hey,
That was inventive. That totem pole on the side of Arch side. That was interesting. Trying his best.
but now it is just Zeus boy. Gotta somehow find a kill here.
Oh, he doesn't even have it drawn. Is he gonna draw it? Oh, they know. They knew, and they were having none of it. And Cosmo will silence him. And oh, dude, I had the cam to make that gyro, and I'm pretty sure I saw a teabag on it. Just
11-7. Fourth round of the second half.
it's gonna be a full round now, and pretty bolstered on utilities. So definitely not taking this lying down. The only real concern is Sterling with no utility, but the big green gun to contend with. And if his pass is any indication, he is an absolute menace.
Hey, another Zeus cam, we've got Cosmos.
Oh my lord. Don't screw with me or I will shove a lightning bolt into you. As it will open proceedings for this round, fourth round of the second half. Shreks has been sent to the bench. And actually I'm really curious about keeping these Mac-10s on. Were they not thinking that head armor would be a factor for them?
I think this meta.
Yeah, keeping them into the second round, maybe for a power SMG, like an AMP, but not a Mac-10.
Or maybe the just saving up for it. They're just going.
Maybe, or hoping they can snatch one off Sterling. Just get right in his grill and just run him down.
Anyways, talking about Sterling, getting shot right where they're pushing. Cosmo's crouching in. Like they. No, they're not. Smokes out. Doesn't get the second though.
The Skull Hunter is all that's left. The bomb is down, and now Skull Hunter is no more. Only losing Sterling, but not picking up the ore. That's actually quite annoying, because that is a $4,750 investment. They will not get back.
Hey, look at that! We've got a pause as well. So, no, different. Looks like they might be talking strats. If you were in the hands of Mastermind's captain, what would you be saying to your team right now to improve from now?
Well, given they've only lost one in the last 4, and it could be a real confidence boost to them if they basically set Darksided on the back foot after giving them false hope of winning a round. Just tell them, hey, it's not time yet. You can still win this. Just go out there and run amok like you always do. And this definitely isn't over yet. Not by a long shot. Lots of people are loving the window spam in apartments, and I find that really amusing. Trying to weed out people on top of what is affectionately called diggity. That entire section.
Not much activity happening.
Really in a touchy-feely type of state. One's been boosted onto the pop plant with the B site.
It looks like they're faking your name, maybe.
Well, Hazard's definitely made his presence known, taking down Cosmo and Nighthawk. Strex will shut him up though. Now 4 versus 3, and now they're gonna try to retrieve the bomb and maybe try to pry open the B side. Skull Hunter's definitely helping take it out elusive.
Jara, nice shot. However, doesn't make it. It's 2v2. Go is going to be the first one to arrive to the scene, and he's going to meet up with Jinx and get taken down. And now Sterling orbed by Strax. 12-8.
Definitely gave him a 3-3 at Lepore and a kiss good night. And there's an 8th round on the board for Masterminds. Just a round that Darksided will, for all intents and purposes, take on the chin, but Elusive will rip up strikes with that USP. Definitely in the touchy-feely stage, and maybe with that Desert Eagle, they may be trying to at least snatch a weapon from Masterminds and carry it over, because it will be a very valuable asset. Nighthawk's having none of it though, and has a down a peg. and Sterling. Cosmo did get tapped in the head, but
Two lovely
definitely got
frags
quickly.
though. Nice.
Indeed. Jara 1 versus 5.
He takes
And
him down with a nice headshot.
that'll be huge, and if he could retrieve that rifle, it's going to be extremely valuable to him. Looks like he's going to try to go for it. And maybe catch a couple running through. I'm unawares, but Jara will have to be found out soon. Skellington looks like he's looking right at him. No, he's not. He got taken out.
He's gonna save. Oh no.
That was a valiant effort, I gotta give him that, but Nighthawk will quickly dispatch of him, and there's a 9 from the board.
And we've got
And as I
another
said, yeah, I'm definitely not giving up, I'll tell you that much. So if you're dark-sided, given the current state of affairs, you see the economy on their side, it's not perfect for a CT buy, but it can definitely be salvageable. What do? Do you sort of force up into it and try to stem Masterminds before it gets out of control, or do you just take this on the chin and go in with a fully bought CT side with full utility and armor and weaponry?
Absolutely not sure. Sorry.
Fair. I think maybe if they, I think it'd be a lot different if they salvaged a weapon. If they did, it would be a lot easier on the economy. They wouldn't have to put a weapon in. But I think you force up into this round and maybe try to stem Masterminds and put faith in winning those aim duels in a better positional advantage.
I'm gonna take it that this is a dark-sided pause because nobody's buyed up yet. So
Maybe.
are they trying to do something strategic?
Actually, I'll check the log. It doesn't say anything in my chat. I don't know whether this is technical or tactical. I think it may be a technical pause, actually. It could be something to do with the ping of the server, because Jara is hitting 45 to 50. I haven't noticed if he's constantly been at that all match or not.
Is he a perf gamer?
Entirely possible, actually. That didn't cross my mind.
Well, regardless, we are still out of pause.
It's Sterling. I alluded to it earlier. I alluded that he was definitely a force to be reckoned with. It is definitely proving my point, being at 21 and 12 at the moment, and on course. I'd say very much on course for 30 goal if this keeps going.
I'm just trying to get some information from the dark-sided captain with what's going on. I don't know anything, but at this stage it's pretty much looks like a technical pause because it shouldn't last this long. And the Sterling's the one who seems to be AFK.
That's interesting, actually.
Maybe he's timed out or something.
You're ringing higher in the ping if he was, I think. And I believe Sterling's across the Tasman in New Zealand, so I figure his ping would be higher.
New Zealand internet pretty good though, so
Yeah, true. I'm super jealous of them, by the way.
I wish I was New Zealand.
Same. And no Lord of the Rings joke, please.
Woe Grey says in chat, I think Dark is toggling. That could be a possibility. Like, I'm pretty sure we've had a couple of back occasions from some of these ESEA teams recently. I'm pretty sure Chiefs got involved in it, as well as, can't remember who else. But there was some sort of incident.
Oof. Because I do remember one member chief being involved in something, but that was Tux, I think, and that was for CG, I believe.
Hmm.
Well, while we do at the time, I'm going to look up what we were talking about briefly earlier, the results, the current standings of the Mountain Dew League for ESEA here in Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah, I'll bring that up as well. Let's
Because
see.
it's very, very curious.
Okay. I've got it here for you. Do you want me to read it out, or do you want to get it up?
Please do.
I'll read
'Cause
it up. So, first on the leaderboard is Chiefs Esports with 39 points actually. Kings 36, Tainted Minds 33, Greyhound 27, also Legacy 27, and then Atletico Cavorde and Darksided are on 21. Ugh.
okay. Well, that's a lot more up to date than what was tweeted by ESEA this morning, because
Oh.
it says it goes Chiefs, Kings, Tended Minds, Greyhound, Legacy, Atletico, Corvidae, Dark-Sided, Riotous, and Sea Dogs.
Oh yeah. They've got a little line down. So the ones I just listed out were the ones that are qualifying right now to the playoffs.
Okay.
So Masterminds are pretty low. They're third last, fourth last maybe.
Mastermind's having a bit of a rough time from what I heard.
Mm. Anyway, we are live again.
Oh, well, perfect timing. We've just exhausted our time. And now a double op setup. It's
Ooh.
really throwing everything at it. It could pay off big or be very costly to them. Cosmo really trying to be aggressive and has us having none of it. And Darksided with the man advantage early.
Jara takes down Skull Hunter over at the B. And that's made Jix a bit worried.
Definitely having it all to do.
And
And yeah,
that's-
Nighthawk is at Apartments is a top fragger, but he may have a bit too much on his plate with a pair of very grumpy CTs being right underneath him.
Hello. Okay. Hazard taking down 2. Hazard gets taken down by Jinx. Jinx also takes down Sterling. And it is now a 2v1. Jinx looks very confident on this, so you know he might pull something out of the hat. Mastermind's hat.
It's well played because for those wondering, Mastermind's logo has a guy with a top hat, and that's pretty elegant. Now,
And Jara's out with his AWP.
Jinx is probably banking on making this just a pair of 1 versus 1s, or just lulling the CTs into a false sense of security and picking his time.
Uh-oh.
And Jara's having none of it. We'll put a 3-3 at the poor right.
However, will Elusive make the defuse? Yes, he will. Just.
Ooh. I'd really wish that it showed the remaining time as a MVP stat, because those are really interesting. There must have been like 0.2 or something like that.
You can get that off in HLTV now, so you know that might be something we'll look into post game if we've got time.
Now, Darkseid is definitely wanting to pack this up and maybe just stunt Masterminds before they can get going.
We've got 2 on apps, 2 on B. Make that 3.
Bomb carrier at the top of second mid has with it all to do. Maybe expecting Nighthawk's arrival. But will Hazard know that Nighthawk has a friend with him?
Smokes out. He's looking at the feet. That's something I learnt recently, that you can look at the feet at Smokes. And that's how you know if they're walking through the smoke. I
Well,
don't know.
Does it show differently?
You can just see on the edge of the smoke if they're like walking through the edge of it. You can see their feet. And it's easier to shoot. I don't know if that's just a silver thing or something, but anyway, Hazard, he takes down Nighthawk, and Lucy takes down Cosmos. Sterling takes down Skull Hunter, and now we've got a 1v5.
I was gonna wish Jinx good luck, but he won't need it because he's dead, and Sterling will take care of that. There's a 4Z throw up the dark sided, and Masterminds in all sorts of disarray. Look at their
Jinx.
economy; it's non-existent.
Jinx is jinxing us.
Indeed. Solitary Deagle on Jinx, speak of him, and strikes with pitching 50. And perhaps after knowing that the Masterminds do not have the best record in Mountain Dew League, they're probably just playing for pride at this point.
Just want to say that Jara put a really nice grenade out, and it took down a lot of damage a lot of health for 2 of the Mastermind players. They're really nice bomb.
Yeah, it chunked Nighthawk down really badly, down to 19, and probably made any sort of aggressive attack that Masterminds may have had planned. It may have just said, "No, we can't do that. Too risky." And now they've just gathered outside of B and maybe and just trying to blunt force it into sight. They have elusive.
They are running in now. Elusive takes down 2, 3. Whoa.
Jara will clean up the rest, and that's match point for Darksided. And I guess Mastermind's playing for OT and playing for Pride at this point.
Now this is really where it counts for Mastermind. They need the hat out, actually. And Strax is AFK at spawn with the bomb. Is this a strategy or is this an accident?
Oh no, there he goes.
Yep.
We're just doing a little bit of meditation. Nighthawk will sit Hazard down, so Mastermind's have the man advantage early.
He's slowly backing out because of the frag.
Definitely spooked him. I mean, none of it. Nighthawk lining up smoke towards Arch. Sterling saw Cosmo coming from Boiler, so that's probably prompted Mastermind to get going on this team. What they're doing. Elusive will be taken out of the equation, and
over at
Sterling will be
A,
as well.
yeah. Nighthawk's doing some dirty work, and he's going up behind to the CT spawn, hopefully to get Goa, but he's heading his way. Uh-oh! He's pretty smart.
Whoops. He must have known he was coming. And I think with the state of affairs, Darksider can actually sort of afford to meditate, maybe. Just
He's
try
got
to take
15
out a couple of the
seconds
Mastermind
around.
players.
Found players, however, Jinx. A really nice headshot, 15-10. 6 more rounds for Masterminds, 1 more round for Darksided.
Too much man.
Exactly.
Rock, there's no need to yell. Please. Now, Masterminds with 4 AKs in the equation, and Darksided actually wanting to do the double op again. With the likes of Sterling and Jara on your team, I guess why not? Just play to your strengths.
Jara gets taken down by Jinx. Bob spam. And Nighthawk takes down Hazard. Jara takes down Jinx as well. 2v3. And it looks like they've taken A, but Oh yeah, the bomb is coming up. They're gonna go through apps probably. And
Oh, they're going through Diggity.
now Cosmos Child. He just broke the ladder, and now there's only one stair. Sterling though, right in the crotch. Cosmos Star Child gets taken down, and now it is a 1v2. Sterling could do this, but is he? Looking at both sides, seeing what he can find. Nah, he's just gonna back out and save. Good choice.
Definitely the better course of action. It's a really expensive weapon, and especially with the utility he's got, the kit, the incendiary, and of course the big. Well, I was gonna say the big green gun, but it's not really green, is it?
And Skull Hunter looks like he's coming Sterling's way. He jumps at the right time though. No frag for Sterling.
And Cosmos completely strapped for cash. Of course, Masterminds will have to buy into this. They have no reason not to. Just all up to what Darksider will do. It looks like they have sort of just bought a couple of power pistols to see what they do, but definitely try to protect or carry that orb over. Oof.
Really quick
Sterling!
there. Like
Sterling.
as the moment he scoped, he just shot. That was amazing.
That was a shot on blind faith and just ruined his day. Skull Hunter, good night. And Sterling has been taken out of the rapid. Ooh, the bravery on that man.
I'm gonna try and see if I can get a replay on that because that was an amazing shot.
Lucifer Jara just being a damn nuisance to both of them. Now 2 versus 2. They're more than likely going to try and scavenge and hold off, but Jara's going to try to do this all on himself, by himself.
Oh,
Now
boy.
1 versus 1 between Elusive and Jinx is very low. You can breathe on him and he'd drop.
This is life or death for Masterminds. If they lose this, they are out of the ESEA Season 26 and this will be the end for them. So what will happen? Jinx is on 14 health, Elusive is on 40, here we go! Jinx! Savior of the day, takes down Elusive. They live another round. Cyber.
Yes, indeed. And why use a pocket AK when you could use a legitimate article?
Absolutely.
Dude, and Mastermind's definitely making a go of this, and I'd say got the fire back in their belly after it looking very scary for them. Without 4x now 4x4 Darksided. Not over yet, but they're definitely making a go of this and making things very interesting.
Just some international news though, while we're waiting. Astralis' device isn't able to make IEM Oakland, apparently, according to Astralis here on Twitter.
Well, it's a shame. We'll have to talk about that after the game. Nighthawk really keeping an eye on the balcony there, expecting Hazard to perhaps step out. Got a bit impatient and is choosing to change positions. Wonder if Goal will see Nighthawk's head. He's definitely seen him now.
Ooh.
Has it
Goes for a
backing him up.
flash. Takes down Hazard. I think that was more body shot, but anyway. Hazard takes down Nighthawk. Goa gets taken down by Skull Hunter. I'm losing my words.
Words are a hard thing to wrestle with, but Cosmo and Jinx will be trying to infiltrate the site. Sterling is still making his voice very loud and clear, taking out 2, and now it is a 3 versus 2 in favor of Darksided. The bomb is now down. It's planted for Pit, so it'll depend on the T's positioning. But now it is all on Skull Hunter.
And ladies and gentlemen, Darksided are going into the playoffs. Masterminds It's game over.
GG, well played. A 2K for Elusive, a 2K for Sterling, and that will put a bow on it. Darksided, your win is 16 to 12 over Masterminds Gaming Club.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, amazing effort by Masterminds, but they couldn't reach the 16.
They definitely showed a lot of heart to get as close as they did, though, especially given the circumstances. Because when did Darksider get to match point? I think it was at 16-10 or something like that.
16-9? Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And they almost got spooked by a very strung up buy, though. So definitely something to take away from, though. They've definitely started to show their fangs, and definitely a team to watch in ESEA and elsewhere.
Well, I'm pretty sure that wraps up our coverage for tonight because